Alright guys, welcome back to the Hearts Football Manager 2021 save. We're into episode 36. We're one game away from the split, and the good news is we don't even need to win it. We've managed to turn our form around. The month of March was absolutely fantastic to us. I think we've probably played some of the best football we have, maybe since I even started this save, to be fair. Not just in terms of results, but also in terms of the performances on the pitch. This type of play we've been doing is being top notch, and you just wonder why this season we've been so inconsistent. Because if we could have just been good from the start, then who knows where we'd be? We could potentially. I think we'd definitely be in third, maybe even trying to challenge near the top. I don't know, because you look at the Old Firm this season. Neither Rangers or Celtic had the greatest season ever, to be fair. So I feel like if we'd have just overperformed a wee bit, then yeah, we could have maybe took the fight to them, but that wasn't the case. Last time we were out, we played against St Mirren. We beat them 4-1. It was an absolutely epic game. A Liam Boyce hat-trick. You love to see it. Then we went and beat Dundee United away from home. Boyce again got on the score sheet, along with Elliot Freer, who got a brace. And then we played Kelly at home. And Liam Boyce again, another 2 goals. And Ollie Liam Walker also adding to the scoreline. So, February was a bit as bad a month as you could get for us, but we've turned it around in March. But if you look at that, January was a very good month for us as well. So, yeah, if you look at December wasn't that good. Then if you look at November, we actually won every game in November. So, there seems to be like a weird pattern here. Like, November, we won every game, was great. December was poor. January, we didn't lose. We won every game bar one. February, we lost. We only won 1 game out of 8. And then in March, we've won every game so far. Now we're out of March and we're back into April. So does that mean April's going to be shit for us? Perhaps. Perhaps that's what it means. But as you look at the league table, we cannot be caught. Well, we can be caught, but not before the split. So we are guaranteed to be in the top 6. Top 5 guarantees you Europe. Well, I think 5th depends on the cup winner. But at the moment, we're 2 points ahead of St Johnstone. We are 7 points ahead of 6th place Kilmarnock. I honestly can't see us throwing it away. At this stage, we're only 8 points behind St Mirren, with a possible 18 points to play for. Keep in mind, out of the 6 remaining games, 3 of those games we have to play are against the Old Firm. It's not going to be easy to pick up points, but I guess we'll give ourselves a small chance of catching St Mirren. So, who knows? If we can beat Celtic here today, then we've got an opportunity. But if you look at that, I lost 11 games, and that is a big problem. With every time we've played Celtic this season, we've lost to them. That's not good. We've yet to score against Celtic. The aggregate scoreline is Celtic 6, us 0. So going into this game, I can't say that I've got a lot of optimism. But you know what? I'm actually not going to change things. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to attack Celtic. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to go defensive. We've been playing really well at the moment. I don't see the need, guys, to change. I'm going to play the way we've been playing it, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up a result. Corey Evans is actually back from a very, very long injury. Gary Mackay-Stevens is also available, but it would feel harsh. It really would drop him someday. So I don't know if we're going to make any changes here to the starting 11. Andy Halliday's form looks pretty good. Connor Smith's form looks no bad either. Is Corey Evans going to play? Probably not in this game, actually. I might take him out. To be fair, I think Corey Evans could be gone at the end of the season. We might just move him on. It's been a disaster. I think he's played 2 games for us. I'd need to check his stats, but we'll check it right now. Corey Evans, what has he done? Alright, so he played 6 non-competitive games. I'm not going to count them. He played 2 in the Betfred Cup, and he's played 5 in the Scottish Premiership. So, it's not a lot. Really? It's not a hell of a lot. This is a guy that we signed with big expectations, and he just hasn't delivered. So you know what? I think we will move him on. Because you can see with the signings that we have made, the pre-signings, and the signings that I want to make in the future, we're trying to invest in the youth, guys. We know that we can't compete with Old Firm financially. We can't go out and spend £5 million on a player, £10 million on this guy, £8 million on that guy. So what we need to do is we need to try and look for the good youth players, the players that are going to be cheap and won't cost much in wages, but potentially in a two or 3 years, can be key players. So That is how I think we're going to try and challenge the old firm, and that's not going to happen overnight. We know that's going to take a long time, and I think that's the direction we're going in. Obviously, we still need some established players, and we're going to keep those guys. I mean, you like your Jamie Walker, he's not the youngest anymore. Your Jordy Halua, your Liam Boyces, those guys are going to be crucial. Your Halkits, those guys are key players. Your Michael Smiths, but I think over the next couple of years, we will be looking to move into a more youth-orientated squad. So, yeah, enough talking pish. Let's get into the game against Celtic here. Let's do it. Like I said, we're going with the exact same team here because we've been playing well. I don't feel the need to change it up. I feel like we can get a result against Celtic. I feel like if we go defensive, if we just, try a new formation, put 6 at the back, we'll probably get humped anyway. So that's why I'm going to go with this. And you see the Celtic team. Florian Andone, Nakajima, Damari Gray. They have been busy up front. Leo Connor, there's Willie Faranes. There's a bunch of players in here we're not necessarily familiar with. Flash Arms, this is a great opportunity to show the pundits they've been right to back you up. And they have. Let's be fair, the pundits have been giving us credit lately. It's been a hard season though. I'm not going to lie, guys. It has been a hard season. We've been 1 month for looking good, looking like we're going to go on and be successful and challenge, get near top of the league, maybe have a good cup run, maybe, qualify for Europe. And then the next month it looks like we're going to be bottom 6, if not fighting a relegation battle. So it's been really poor. Gray heads it on, Halkett gets ready. 3 minutes here, opening up here at Celtic Park. Rain's pissing down. Weller always shite. And it's fell to Christie. Christie turning, oh my god, Christie's been right round the Hearts man there. And he hits it. I mean, from that kind of angle, I don't think Ryan Christie can score for that, but I mean, fair play. If he wants to shoot from that angle, then I'm happy enough to let him shoot all night, because I don't think he's going to score. You see Celtic are lined up with the 4-5-1, so they're not using the most attacking formation. I mean, they've got the 3 midfielders are relatively deep. You've got Nincham who's just sitting in front of the back 4, and then Turnbull and Christie, neither of them are that advanced forward, so you could say we're definitely a wee bit more. Well, I wouldn't say a wee bit more. We're definitely going for it here more than Celtic are. Kilmarnock are beating St Johnstone. I'm happy enough with that, albeit that Kilmarnock would close the gap on us if we don't win. They are also preventing St Johnstone from catching up on us. And I think 4th, that's where we need to finish, guys, because keep in mind, 5th, depending on who wins the Cups, might not get us a European place. So we need 4th to guarantee Europe, and that is the aim now. If we can catch St Mirren, then great. But St Mirren have just taken the lead here against Dundee United, so that doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Jonathan Obika with a goal in the 18th minute. Half an hour then gone at Celtic Park, and we've just had one highlight so far, so not a lot happening. Elliot Freer has picked up a yellow card. We will need to keep an eye on that. Kilmarnock now with a 2-0 lead over St Johnstone as they look to progress here into, I don't know, not progress, like they're just trying to gain more points, I guess. They can't really move up or down. Motherwell, though, they need Kilmarnock to lose today. And if Kilmarnock do lose, then Motherwell would, in fact, take 6th place. So that is absolutely massive. That is massive, no doubt about it. So Kilmarnock need a win. At the moment, they're getting it. And it's half-time for us, and we've got to be happy with that, albeit we haven't done anything. I know a lot of you will be keen to defend Celtic. Yeah, I mean, I know we haven't done anything, but to have 45 minutes gone and Celtic haven't even had a shot on target yet. They've had one real opportunity, and we need to call that an opportunity. I mean, the shot was from such a difficult, narrow angle that you never feared it, did you? But speaking of fearing it, it's Bolton Oakley running down the wing here. He's coming in. Oh my god, who is that? Is that Michael Smith? It's a good save from. No, it's not a good save actually. He's hit the side netting again. So Celtic still yet to hit the target in this match. St Johnstone have pulled a goal back against Kilmarnock. There's been a goal at Tannadice. Dundee United pulled one back against St Mirren. Then St Mirren went and got another one. So St Mirren remaining in the lead there after getting that second goal. Michael Smith to Halua. Jordy Halua has been fouled, but he comes away with the ball still. Ollie Lee to Jamie Walker. Walker back to Irvine. Irvine, do not lose it here, Irvine. Be careful. Plays it back to Halkett. Pretty conservative play here from us. Ball out to Elliot Freer. He's on a yellow. We might have to look into subbing him soon. Well, he has scored a few goals lately in recent games, so don't want to necessarily take him off if we feel like he's got a goal in him, but he's found Michael Smith. Good ball out wide there. Michael Smith back to Elliot Freer. And Elliot Freer! Holy shit! What Oh my God, what a bit of play that was. Elliot Frear out wide to Michael Smith, and then Michael Smith just seen him. He seen Elliot Frear making the run. It was like the widest, longest 1-2 you'll ever see in your life. What a combination that is. And we take the lead here against Celtic. What the fuck do we do now? Do we take Elliot Frear off? Do we go defensive? I don't know. But we've got the lead at Celtic Park and we need to. Let's shout. Let's tell the guys to focus. And my God, didn't think that was, I did not see that goal. It came out of absolutely nowhere. It's the first shot we've had on target. I know it's a it's a throw into Celtic. Maybe we should start thinking about going defensive, but I don't want to fight too much pressure. And before we even get a chance to make a decision like that, Damari Gray gets Celtic back on level terms relatively quickly. And that is a tough one to take. It's a very tough one to take. And we might now look to the sub bench to see if we can freshen things up. We're going to bring on Gary Mackay-Stevens for Freer. Craig White, and I don't think that Lewis Moore could come on. Apparently Jordy Halu's playing alright. You know what, I think we'll put Halu up front because Boys has had a bit of a poor game. And we'll put Lewis Moore out there. And we'll make the two changes like that. Well, Harry Cochrane's motivated. Well, see, Ollie Lee's having a bad game, so actually we'll bring on Harry Cochrane for Ollie Lee. Confirm he's a good challenge here for Michael Smith. His challenge, though, has led to a corner, so we'll see what happens. So there's 20 minutes remaining. The subs then have been made. The subs have happened. There's not a lot we can do about it now. Mentality, do we change our mentality? We might go a bit more cautious. Let's see instructions here. Let's see. We're going to be more disciplined. We're going to waste more time. We will get the tempo a bit slower. We're not going to work the ball into the box at this stage. We're going to hit early crosses. And we'll focus play. I don't know if we want to go left or right, really. We'll go a bit wider, though. In transition, we will hold shape, regroup. Slow pace down. Distribute over opposition defence. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just try and hit long balls over the top and out of possession. I think we will drop back a bit, guys, and see if we'll stay on our feet. Don't want to get stuck in too much. Don't want to give away any penalties. Just try and see out the game. And I would definitely take a point here. Wait, 12 minutes to go. We're going to go on to defensive. We've used all our subs, so there's not really too much more we can do now. Maybe if I'd went defensive sooner, we could have got the win. I mean, we could still grab the win here. We can get a goal. But I would definitely take the draw, albeit St Mirren are winning. That's not ideal for us, but St Mirren are now winning 4-2, so St Mirren are definitely picking up 3 points. There's 4 minutes added on time here, and Celtic have a corner. This is not what we wanted to see, and it's whipped over by, I don't know who that is, but he's not got it on target. And that really could be the end here. With just 2 minutes to go, that should be enough for us to see out the game. Bologna picks up a yellow card, and that is it, guys. Full-time whistle goes at Celtic Park. We've actually managed to get the win. I mean, what a performance. Their best performer was Michael Smith, apparently. At least for us. Who was Celtic's best performer? Nakajima was their best performer. But no, I'm happy with that. The goal I thought we scored was fantastic. Apart from the goal, I guess we didn't do anything. But you know what? It's against Celtic. It's against Celtic. And I think considering we were away from home, I thought we limited them to very little opportunities. And I think we did deserve a draw there. At least a draw. Everybody thought we'd get beat today. Thanks for proving them wrong. The squad looked happy. And that is us undefeated now for 5 games. So we're beginning to turn things around here. Definitely, we're doing well. With 5 games remaining, 15 points available, we're 10 points behind St Mirren. I will concede, guys, we ain't going to finish third. It's just not reasonable. It's not. There's no reason to think we can do it. I mean, it's mathematically possible, but it's still mathematically possible that St Mirren can win the league, but no one thinks that's going to happen. So, you know, it's probably no one should think that we're going to finish third. Let's be real. Kilmarnock end up securing that 6th place, so they will be in the top 6, and they're not that far behind us. They're only 5 points behind us, so it should be a close battle between ourselves, St Johnstone, and Kilmarnock in the last 5 games. But I'd like to think with our form that we should do enough to at least secure 4th place. Relegation battle. I mean, Motherwell are safe, Hibernian are safe. I mean, Aberdeen and Hibs have had shocking seasons, but The only consolation for those guys are they won't go down, they're too far ahead. But I can't really say the same for Dundee United. They're only 4 points ahead of 11th place Ross County. 3 points ahead of Ross County, sorry, should I say. 4 points ahead of Livingston. So at the bottom, it could go either way. Now, keep in mind, bottom six split now comes into effect. So the teams at the bottom are playing teams that are more similar to their level. So you'd expect the bottom teams in the last 5 games to get more points, or at least have a chance to earn more points than they normally would by playing the top guys. So that could change. 4 points might seem a big gap here between Dundee United and Livingston, but trust me, guys, going into the last couple of games, it might not be. But anyway, there's the results. Aberdeen drew with Livingston, we drew with Celtic, St Mirren with a big 4-2 win over Dundee United. Hibs beat Rangers, which is a bit of a surprise, and I mean, that probably all but ends Rangers' title hopes now. If Rangers had won, they would have closed the gap to 3 points after us doing them a big massive favour there, drawn with Celtic, but they couldn't get the job done at Easter Road, so that is going to haunt them. Kilmarnock won by 2-1 against St Johnstone, and Motherwell defeated Ross County in Dingwall by 2-0. So, Celtic Labour to a draw. We played well, guys, let's be honest. They're trying to make it sound shit. 5 unbeaten now for Hearts, and that's it. I mean, we're doing well. We've turned things around right at the exact time as well. We need it to, so you know what? You can't ask for much more than that, if we're being perfectly honest. St Johnstone's St Johnstone were on a 10-game unbeaten run. I think most of them were draws though, and that's why they're not higher up the table, because I'm pretty sure that's how it was. As the first Premiership stage draws to a close, the league is now ready to split into 2, yes. Biggest surprise for many have been St Mirren, who's fine Port for. Yeah, St Mirren are doing great. I mean, you've got to be honest, guys. You have to admit, St Mirren are probably team of the season so far, in my opinion. 3rd place, you know. You did not expect it at the start, but that is what's happening. I wonder, is the Nino Kukovic is a guy I was looking at signing. We are in talks with him, by the way. If we, again, the 20-year-old, he's probably not ready to lead the line yet. But I do feel like he could be a good player for the future. In terms of striking, where does he rate at the moment? He would be our 5th best striker. But he has got potential. We don't know how good his potential really is, so I do think he might be worth signing. And I am actually going to look to get him, so in case you're wondering who this guy is, like I said, he's a Croatian, or Slovenian even, who plays for Fiorentina, and he's a guy I am interested in bringing to the club. Like I said, I am looking to move in that like more youth aspect, and I'm looking to bring in younger players that I'm hoping can drive us forward in latter years. I think we've got to play the patient game. Like, I mean, we just can't do it. We can't go out and spend 20 million and bring in a Morelos like player, or a Tavernier, or a Ryan Christie, or a Edouard. Those players of those caliber, we can't do that. So what we need to do is just try and bring in players that we think are going to be good for the future and pray that they actually turn out all right. So our next game in the league isn't for some reason. Our next game in the league is against St Mirren. It's not until it's 3 weeks away. Why? I don't understand that. It's 3 weeks away. We're trying to sign this Leon Petch guy, even though I don't think we necessarily need a defender already. Have a player for position joining in the near future. Alright, so he doesn't want to join us because we're already bringing in someone in that position. Well, that's fair enough, although he is a guy that I was looking at, but again, it depends on how cheap we could get him. Although, to be fair, you know what? His contract's not up for 2 years, so I mean, maybe next year, when he progresses a bit, he could be a guy that we're looking at maybe bringing in. I do think he will be a decent player. Holstein Kiel signed him for 175k off a Bayer Leverkusen. I do think this guy has got potential. I really do, but he doesn't want to join us at the moment, so that looks like that is a no-go. We're not going to get him, but you know what? It doesn't really matter, guys. I'm sure we'll be all right come next season. So let's have a quick look at the schedule. Then we'll see what is happening. Championship group. We've got St Mirren, we've got St Johnstone, we've got Celtic, then we've got Kilmarnock. Then in the last game of the season, we've got Rangers. So here's what I'm going to do. Normally, I like to play the Old Firm games, but I'm actually, I play them all, but what I meant is I like to record them all, but for an episode. But I think what we're going to do is, because this season has dragged on a little bit, guys, let's be real. I think that's because it's been so close. So last season, the season was practically dead. We knew we won the league. That's why I didn't show many games. Plus, it was against teams in the championship. Whereas this season, it's been a pretty close season. We're relatively still in a battle for these European places, so I've been showing a lot more games. I'm going to play the next 4 games offline. So I'm going to play St Mirren, St Johnstone, Celtic, and Kilmarnock offline. And then I will come back and we'll play the Rangers game last day of the season. Regardless of whether we can move up the table or move down the table, or if we're not even on the table, if the table's exploded by then, I'll be back for that Rangers game. We could be in 6th, we could possibly be in 2nd, I don't know, but we'll be in the top 6. I can guarantee you a top 6. I can guarantee top 6, but I can't guarantee any, much more than that. But we will be back for that game against Rangers, and you never know. We could deny Rangers for winning the league. It could be over by then, but it might not be if Rangers can beat Celtic in the split. If we can take something off Celtic, maybe Rangers will close the gap, and we could be the team to deny Rangers 55. Could happen, might not happen. There's only one way to find out, and that's tune in to the next episode, which will be the finale of Season 2. It'll be episode 37. Make sure you're here for that. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Like and comment down below. Make sure to subscribe. Share this shit with everyone else, because everyone has got to see this finale. It's going to be Hearts versus Rangers. Could be European places on the line. Could be Scottish Premierships on the line. There's going to be a lot on the line. Till next time. Peace.